Hi everybody, what's up? It's pretty stupid.
Hey everyone, what's up?
Oh my god. Welcome back to my channel, everybody. And welcome back to a new episode of Rebel Vlogs. Actually, we just have to say Happy Pride to everybody.
Yeah, happy Pride. It's Pride Month. It's June. We're celebrating
Pride. We're celebrating the LGBTQ community.
What are we going to talk about today?
We're talking about our coming out stories.
How do you feel about your coming out story?
Not so much. I don't know.
Do you like being interviewed?
Yes. No.
Back to you guys.
We just have to remind everybody that at the end of this month, on the 29th of June, we are doing a live Q&A, so question and answer. If you guys have any questions for us, we would love to answer them. So write down your questions in the comment or contact us on Instagram or whatever and just send us your question. We will write them down and then we will do a live Q&A where we will live answer all of your questions.
Yes.
Yes.
That was a very weird sentence.
I think so too. I think everyone cut it, right?
I think we're going to chop that up a little bit.
We do?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Unless we don't and they get all this part of it. We'll see.
I think it doesn't really matter
Okay.
at this point anymore.
So, coming out.
Okay, so we're gonna start with your coming out story, guys. Back to
Okay.
Evan.
Back to me, guys. Oh, you're holding the mic.
No,
I'm sorry.
I actually don't really know your coming out story. I don't know how you...
Okay, I came out when I was 18 years old, my first year at school in New York. It was like spring break, and I had known for some time, coming out, you have to first come out to yourself before you come out to others.
How was that, like, for yourself to accept it? Like, what was your struggle with it?
I don't know. I didn't really have a struggle with it. I sort of...
You came out of the closet when you were 18, you clearly had a struggle for a bit.
Well, because when I went to high school, it was an arts high school, and it was like, everybody's gay. So it should have been totally fine to come out already, but I think it was just like a stereotype that I didn't want to fall into, of like going to an art school and being gay. But I fell into the stereotype. So
100%.
But it just, it takes everyone their own time to do it, and you have to first come out to yourself before you come out to others. I was already turned on by guys, and but like, I think the first time you say it out loud is the first time you really come out to yourself.
Yeah.
And I did that like telling other people, so it was kind of the same.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
It was just like my freshman year in school, spring break. A lot of people were gone. I was with friends, and I kind of got tired of not being myself, not being my authentic self of saying I'm gay. So then I told two friends.
Who?
Leland.
Okay.
And Ashley.
Okay.
And it was just like, release.
And then you were gay.
And then it was magical and I was gay and I just saw rainbows everywhere.
And he started pooping glitter and turned into a unicorn.
I'm already a unicorn. So I came out to them two. I think it was just them two. But then, you have your journey of who you come out to and when. And
so how did you come out to your family? Did you have like a sit down? Did you really like say like, Mom, Dad, I have to tell you something.
Yeah.
I'm gay.
Okay, let me finish my
that?
story. So first, Nicholas, one of my brothers, came to New York to visit me while I was in school. And at this point, I was like, I've been gay for a couple months. I've been partying, kissing on the boys. And I was at a party, and I was inebriated. And I told my brother, and he was just like, yeah, okay, sure. Meanwhile, at this party, there was some guy who was trying to kiss me the whole night who I was not interested in.
Uh-oh.
And meanwhile, another friend of mine was inebriated, and after I told Nicholas that I was gay, she was like, if you don't accept your brother, I'm going to come to your house and I'm going to hurt you. You need to accept him and love him. And
This was Brittany.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that happened, and that was really fun. And then fast forward like a month later, 2 months later, I was at home, summer. It was like the day, like I had the whole summer, but it was still like a big deal to come out to my parents, even though it wasn't. The last day I was home, I spoke to them. They were both sitting in their bathroom, and
In the bathroom?
Yeah, we were in their bathroom.
Ooh.
And I was like, hey guys, I need to tell you something. I'm gay. And
How afraid were you? Like, were you so nervous?
I mean,
You were like,
yeah.
"Ah."
I mean, you have that like heartbeat.
Of course.
So that happened, and my dad was just like, okay. And my mom, she had like a little tear, and she was like, I support you and I love you, but it's just, I don't want your life to be any harder because, you know, you're a, what's the word? Minority?
Yeah.
Is that the right word?
No, I think for a lot of people, when you come out to them, it's kind of like you're more of a special case or something, and you might have more struggle in your life. Like, you're not the norm for
You're
most.
different than the norm.
Yeah.
So she was a bit worried and scared for me for that, which I understand.
Yeah.
But the really cute thing is, after I told my parents, like, I went to bed, and my mom got my 2 other brothers, who I think I already told, and she was like, Evan is gay, but you are going to treat him like you've always treated him, like your brother, and you will love him. And they were like, yeah, duh, fine, it's nothing. So it was like really cute and really funny, and I had my journey through it, but I'm very thankful for my supportive friends and supportive family, and all in all, it was a really good coming out story in the sense of I felt very welcomed and loved.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's what we all hope for. That's what we all hope for when you come out. But, you know, sadly for a lot of people, it's not like that.
No, it's not always the case.
I have a similar kind of story to you, but yeah, there is a lot of people who are out there that, you know, have religious parents that will not accept you or will actually kick you out of the house. And, you know, in the end, we're all the same.
It's just unfortunate when you come out to people who have loved you and then they look at you differently because of that.
Yeah.
And all you can hope for is that we get to a place in the future, or honestly, hopefully soon, that everyone can just be accepting and loving and
that,
to treat people the same. Like, it's not a big deal.
Different is normal. You know, like,
everyone is different.
yeah, so I think it's normal to be different. So if you're gay or if you're whatever, it doesn't really matter so much.
No.
We hope that we go to this utopia.
Euphoria.
Utopia.
Ecstasy.
No, we're not.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. I think everyone got the point.
Your turn. What's your story?
My story is...
Oh.
Well, actually, I think I was struggling for a longer time because I was being bullied for a long time. From when I was like 12 years old, maybe even 11 years old, people were already bullying me and calling me out for being gay and homo and stuff.
Feminine.
So I already was forced to deal with this issue because I was being confronted with everybody all the time that... First, of course, you go in denial because you're like, no, it's not, because you want to be normal. Normal. We discussed that, but in your minds, society still raises people up that the norm is you have a man and a woman and they have children together later.
And I think that's one of the biggest fears of accepting that you're gay, is accepting that you are different from what you are taught is normal.
Exactly.
That's the fear.
And having maybe the fear of getting no children but that's all not true, you know?
Well,
you can have children as a gay couple in in a lot of countries, not all countries.
Continue with your story. I want to hear your story.
Okay. So, basically, I was 14 years old.
Youngin'.
And I think I shaved, like, some part of my hair. Like, I had this, like... You know, it was the first time in fashion, kind of, that guys were doing, like, the trim and everywhere. Like, you know, like, really short hair, kind of, and then long hair on top, like, this new kind of model. And I tried it out with my hairdresser, and she was at home, and while I was doing it, my brother was like... He was, like, 12 or something. He was like, oh, you look so gay, Fasting forward, we had dinner, and I was actually in a rush because I needed to go to dance class. So it's like, okay. And then all of a sudden my brother is like, my brother kept on bullying me. It's like, are you gay or something? Oh, that hair, dude, you look so horrible. You look so gay. And like we were eating and I was just like, and he's like, are you gay or something? And I was just like, yeah.
Yeah.
He just like froze. And my mom just like dropped
But she knew.
Yeah, she knew, but she dropped her spoon and knife and it just dropped and they were looking at me like, and I was like, yeah, that's what it is, but I have to go to ballet class right now, so I need to go. And I stood up and my brother stood up, started crying and run upstairs and locked himself in the room for the entire evening. He didn't speak to me for 2 weeks.
Oh.
And my mother was just like, you want to talk about it? I was like, no, and I want to talk about this is how it is. I'm gonna go right now.
No, I don't want to talk about it. No, I don't.
Just like, what? Because I was triggered by it, you know, but it was kind of a little bit hysterical situation. But I didn't say like, I have to tell you something. My brother asked it and I was just at one point so done with saying no that I was just like, yeah, I was 14 years old. And my brother and I are super fine now, but I think back then I was kind of like, you know, I was his big brother, so for him it was a little bit of a
shock.
It was a bit of a shock, I guess. I told it to like a few other people and I remember telling it to my cousin and I didn't dare to say it, but I'm not, somehow my mind is mixed up. I'm not sure if I told her before that my mother and brother or after, because that whole is all a bit like messy. It's a messy year in my head anyway.
It was the Britney 2007?
No, it was not a Britney 2007. It was just a little of a messy year, other stuff going on as well. But I remember like we had a sleepover and I had like an iPod Touch and I was always like on it, whatever. And then I was saying like to my cousin like, Amanda, I have to tell you something. She's like, tell me, like, what do you want to say? And I think she knew what I was gonna say. And I was just like, but I don't dare to say it out loud. So I'm gonna write it on my iPod.
My god.
So I wrote it on my iPod Touch like, I'm gay. And then I showed it to her and she was like, oh, it's okay. It's like, but I really didn't dare to say it.
What?
And then I said it to like maybe 4 other friends or 3. And then after that,
at some point, like, it just becomes normal. Like, you say it to one person, it opens it up, and it opens it up, and then you're like,
yeah. But I also remember like the period of coming out, like step by step. I think what I wanted is I wanted a few people that I was really close with and my family to know before I would just be like, whatever, I'm gay, you know? Like, I wanted to, because I felt the need to tell a few people, but like that was maybe like 5 people. But I also remember that when I already kind of came out at school, I mean, people just knew at one point, you know?
yeah, it's just...
Exactly, like you tell to a few people and all of a sudden it's common knowledge and it's just like that. But I remember going like at Easter or something to my grandparents and the whole family was there. And I was like, I'm gay, I'm like, I had my whole coming out, but they don't know that I did all of that. I don't know if my mom told.
Yeah.
And I was just a bit like, like, I don't know. And I think I didn't tell them then, but later on it just was like that. And my other grandparents were just like asking like, hey, so we heard something like from your aunt.
So we heard something.
Just that you know, like, we're so supportive of you and we really accept you. We don't think anything different of you. And
no, it definitely helps to have a very supportive family and a supportive entourage, let's say, like a friend's family, loved ones, whoever they are.
Also, what your mom, for example, said to your brothers about like, he's not different, anything. My mom always kept saying to me like, Wouter, you're just Wouter. Like, you were always Wouter to me, so it's not different. Like, you're just Wouter. Doesn't matter. Yeah.
I think the first time I thought I could be gay or I was like attracted to men, maybe I was like 15 or 16. I didn't have the feeling beforehand. I liked girls. I was really interested in like having a girlfriend and I wasn't even thinking about boys, and it just over time I was like, oh, I like you.
But I think I had my first crush when I was like 10 years old or something. I was a bit earlier than you. So actually this year is I'm openly gay since 10 years.
Me too.
Yeah, we're the same.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I'm younger.
Yeah, but it's 10 years.
It's both 10 years that we are like out of the closet. out
Wow.
there in the open. That's funny.
Ready
We have
for the world
same-
to see us.
Yeah. I don't know.
We also welcome anyone who is dealing with this to write us personally if you have any issues, questions, or any guidance, because your situation might not be the same, but we are two gay men who have come out before and willing to share any knowledge that we can and to help you on your journey.
Yeah.
Because it's a hard journey for some people, and
And it doesn't matter which age, because some people come out later, people come out younger, but everybody is going through their own story, to their own life and their own developments in life, and it is all okay, you know? It's okay to be gay.
it's okay to be gay. And you're on your journey, and your journey, you take it at your time.
Exactly. Firstly, it starts with your self-acceptance.
Self-acceptance.
Yeah.
And then you just feel the love.
Self-acceptance, and then when you're ready for it,
Oh, sorry.
you come out. And anybody who doesn't like the way you are, fuck them.
You just don't need them in your life.
No, they're not worth it. They're like bad energies, and bad energies are not welcome.
Some juju magumbo.
Bam. That was it. I think we shared our story.
Yeah,
So I
we're
think
done.
We're fine. Yeah, we're done.
That's great.
It was great, right?
You love us.
Don't
You love
forget-
us. You really love us.
Yes. Don't forget to subscribe and give the video a thumbs up if you like it. And please, what Evan said before, contact us with any of your questions or any of your stories. We're here for you guys. And don't forget live Q&A on the 29th of June. Stay safe, everybody.
Be sure to hang out with us.
Yes, hang out here.
Bye.
I don't even know what I said.
Yeah, hang out with us here.
Okay. Ciao.